Stairs. I don't think I can. You guys, just start without me. I'll catch up.
Sweet.
Assalamualaikum. Our group today will represent our topic is analog and digital television broadcasting. Our group member is, my name is Muhammad Syahjan Miskinain, and our group member is Abdul Bashir, Fazila Norbi, Cik Wan dan Hafsah. So the topic will be presented by our group.
Okay, now I will talk about analog television. So, analog television is original television technologies that use analog to transmit the video and the audio. And in analog television, the brightness, the colors and the sounds are represented by rapid variation, either the amplitude, frequency or phase of the signal. And it is vary over continuous range of possible values. Electric noise and interference become electronic noise and interference produced by the receiver, and a moderately weak signal will become a snowy signal and subject to interference. In contrast, a moderate weak digital signal and a very strong digital signal transmit equal picture. Analog television may be wireless or can be distributed over a cable network using the cable converters. Okay, now is digital television. Digital television is a transmission of audio and video by digitally processed and multiplex signal. In contrast, the totally analog and channel separated signal used by analog television. Digital TV can support more than one channel in the same channel. Let's move to the comparison between analog and digital television. So just now I described you about the definition of analog and digital. So we compare the both of these type of television. So the analog is basically one that continuously varies, and the strength of the signal carries the information. And for a digital television, it is one that contains coded information that carries the information. As you can see, the both of signals is very different, which can influence the transmission when it received to the receiver.
Now we will talk about type of analog TV system and type of digital TV system. Okay, type of analog TV system is NTSC, PAL, SECAM. And type of digital TV system, first of all, ATSC, DVB, ISDB, DTMB, and lastly DMMB.
This is the table of resolution, which used to determine the resolution of ATSC and NTSC and PAL. This resolution is for analog and digital TV. For digital television, the resolution used 1008 pixels, while NTSC use 480 pixels. NTSC is used for analog TV, while ATSC used for digital television. And now, I will explain to you the analog TV broadcasting system. And here we have the connection of analog TV from the transmitter to the antenna. Transmitter will transmit the signal, and the antenna will receive signal and transmit to the analog TV. This is analog television RF channel spectrum. The signal ladder conveyor over the air for traditional analog TV is made of three carriers: the visual carrier, a chroma carrier, and aural carrier. You can see the signal doesn't use the entire band and therefore is not totally efficient in a 6 MHz channel. Then now, let's take a look what happened in your analog set right now, because that is what you are watching. What I am showing here is plot diagram of what inside your TV set. What we have here is antenna is receiving all the service within the range. The antenna doesn't care either in analog or digital, it receiving all the service and delivering them to the back of the television set. So at the back of TV set, the first thing you come to is the tuner. The tuner's job is to select one of the service is what you want to change channel. If you selecting an analog channel, this television does know what to do. It takes the video of that channel and deliver to some secret that is used to process let you adjust the color of the chroma. Those things is we do to improve the image quality and then deliver it to this. It just do the similar process with the audio. Improve the audio of determine whether the stereo left and right. Send it to sound circuit to adjust the volume, amplify it, and send to the speaker of your set. This like you watch and listen to the TV or television.
Continue our presentation about connecting to digital television. This is simple digital signal configuration. You can see this television in HD quality. The other hand, digital television been developed in 1990, convey 1 and 0, like that, in wave that represent the picture and sound that are high quality. These signals that are conveyed as utilize and change channel very efficient. Continue. As you can see it use up almost the entire 6 megahertz channel. 6 megahertz channel and can be conveyed at lower transmitter power, providing the same as digital television. Now I want to talk about what is the DTA. DTA or digital television adapter, commonly known as a converter box, is a television tuner that revises a DTV transmission and convert the digital signal into a analog signal that can be revised and displayed on the analog television set. DTV refer to over-the-air broadcast television signals revised by television antenna and cable television system which switch to digital cable. Normally, it does not refer to satellite TV because IRD in the case of directly broadcast satellite DBS. In North America, ATSC are converted to NTSC, while in most Europe, Australia and so on. DTV transition did nothing to reduce the number of broadcast television system standards, and due to varying frequency allocation and band plans, there are many or combinations specific to other countries. That's all for me. Thank you.
We talk about the digital TV experience. Okay, all of us have experience using a TV.
but now we commonly know as Astro and Hip TV. The quality is very good. We know Hip TV is very good when raining or when summer storm or anything. That Hip TV can still show the good quality of the TV. But Astro, when heavy rain or rain, they will get some noise. So here is some picture that explain the experience of the TV. Now, the experience of the TV is look like wow. We can still look at it very nice, and now it became getting worse, very getting worse, and lastly it become very still worse and become yucks. We can see anything. What is this, man? We can see it. So that's the experience. So now usually the people among in Malaysia and anywhere we use the good quality TV that's connect with HDMI to got the great high definition of the experience of TV. Okay, so now we can see the picture is very high definition. We can see the angle and the picture is very good. They have a good quality of the color. And but when the rain gets heavy, the line with got the noise and the picture, and lastly no signal. No, then we cannot watch our favorite television. Oh no, there's gone the signal. So as a conclusion, the digital signal gives the more quality. As long as TV is receiving a signal, the picture get perfect. Then analog signal, the picture is very weak because the signal is weak, and the picture is very not good, and they don't have a high definition because the signal is very weak, you know. So, but I preferly the digital signal because we can see the good quality of TV and the picture. So the our movie or any television broadcasting we can see it very perfect in high definition.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fikam and today I will be explain to you about advantage and disadvantage of digital and analog broadcasting, or you can call it as channels. First thing first, the digital broadcast offer you better quality of picture and sounds. Furthermore, some TV station will be able to broadcast in high definitions. In this means that you will be able to watch your favorite TV channel in HD for free. Furthermore, you will be get improved sound, which means you can watch your television in better way. Second, the digital broadcast consumes less bandwidth than analog. The fixed space more wireless network, which on the other hand we improve the community service. Then with the digital television, you will have access more channels. You will probably notice that analog you can access just a couple of TV channels, but with digitals you probably can broadcast more channels more channels. Right now I will explain to you about disadvantage of digital broadcast, and also I will explain to you about advantage of analog. Okay, first, the biggest disadvantage of digital is you will need the special equipment. For analog, you just need antenna, but for digital, you need antenna and a converter box to convert the signal. Then another disadvantage of digital broadcast is when it's broadcasting in bad weather, you will lose signal, but analog you probably can still watch but in bad picture and also have a noise in sounds. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
The broadcast of a television picture begins with a television camera. Inside most cameras, a prism system breaks light from a scene into the three primary colors of light: red, green, and blue. The colored light falls on image sensors called charge-coupled devices, or CCDs. When light falls on the CCD, it produces a pattern of electric charges. The CCD releases these charges line by line, producing an electric current called a video signal. The separate video signals are combined by an encoder into a single signal, which goes to a transmitter along with any sound or audio. The transmitter produces a television signal from the audio and video signals. This TV signal is broadcast by an antenna as an electromagnetic wave of an assigned frequency range or channel for that station. A television antenna picks up all broadcast signals that reach it. These signals produce electric current within the antenna. Inside the TV, the tuner selects the desired broadcast signal. Other parts of the receiver separate the audio signal and send it to a speaker system. The video signal is divided into three signals: one for red, one for blue, and one for green. The inside of the TV screen is coated with stripes or dots of red, green, and blue materials called phosphors. An electron gun for each color shoots an electron beam onto the screen, line by line, which causes the phosphors to glow. The beam's strength, which is controlled by the video signal, determines how brightly the phosphors glow. The patterns of light given off by the phosphors duplicate the image recorded by the camera, and the viewer sees a picture of the original scene.